Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the ZapSec Modernization Series. My name is Carl Schneider, Vice President at ZapSec, and I'm joined by Ray Garg, who is our Identity and Access Management Architect. So, Ray, there's a friction point most product teams feel like every sprint, but they rarely name it. A new application needs identity integration, right? Authentication, authorization, directory lookup, claims mapping. And instead of plugging into a standard pattern, the team discovers there's like four or five, sometimes seven identity platforms to navigate with different protocols, different configurations, different approval paths. What should take days ends up taking weeks.
Yeah, it can be really chaotic because each platform was adopted at a different time for a different purpose. One platform might be handling workforce SSO, another might be handling customer authentication, a third platform is running directory services for legacy apps. OIDC configurations are different between all the platforms. The SAML assertions are carrying different claims. Authorization models are not aligning, and every new application has to figure out which stack it belongs to and how to integrate with it. Basically, the team is rebuilding the same entrance ramp every time, customized to whichever road that they landed on.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the cost is not just integration effort, it's also sprint drag. The engineers, like you're saying, they spend cycles solving identity plumbing instead of building features. And releases slip because identity integration isn't ready. The product leader typically can't explain why a feature scoped at 4 weeks actually took eight.
Yeah, and that compounds because each custom integration, it adds maintenance overhead. Each inconsistent pattern creates a support burden. So the identity team becomes a bottleneck because every onboarding request requires bespoke work instead of a repeatable path.
Yeah, so let's talk about like identity consolidation. Like, what does consolidation look like?
So we approach consolidation with standardized integration patterns. One identity provider with consistent OpenID Connect and SAML configurations, one authorization model, one directory service, where product teams follow a documented, validated integration path that results in onboarding dropping from weeks to days because the patterns are known, the configurations are templated, and the approval path is clear.
Yeah, and I would say engineering, like throughout or throughput, improves because teams stop spending cycles on identity plumbing.
It's a great point. The sprint drag from the identity work disappears. Release readiness improves because the identity dependency is no longer a variable. The identity team shifts from a bottleneck doing bespoke integrations to a platform team that's maintaining standardized services.
Ah, okay. So how should organizations measure this?
There's four metrics here. There's app onboarding time before and after consolidation. There's integration effort per application in engineering hours, sprint drag attributed to identity work, and time to market for digital products that depend on identity services. Those numbers connect identity architecture directly to product delivery speed.
Yeah, that's a good metrics. So how does ZapSec differentiate here? What secret sauce do we bring to the table? Because consolidation is easy to describe, but it's hard to execute without disrupting what is already running.
It's a great point. So, three things. First, consolidation frameworks. We're assessing the current identity estate, we're mapping overlaps, and we're defining the target architecture. Things like which platforms to retain, which to retire, and how the consolidated stack serves every application type, which includes workforce, customer, and product. The second is structured delivery. So, target architecture blueprints provide the standardized integration patterns, the onboarding templates, and the migration sequence. Therefore, product teams are able to start by using those new patterns while migration proceeds, and therefore, velocity improves before the consolidation is complete. The third thing is automation. So that's continuous monitoring of integration health, onboarding compliance, and pattern adherence. If a team is going to introduce a non-standard integration or an unsanctioned identity dependency appears, then the automation surfaces that and that prevents fragmentation from returning.
I get it. It's architecture defined, implementation ready, and continuously governed. These are good differentiators.
Yep, that's how organizations can move from identity fragmentation that's slowing delivery to a consolidated platform accelerating it.
Right. But identity consolidation is not just a initiative because it's really more of an engineering velocity and product delivery accelerator. If your product teams are waiting weeks for identity integration, the architecture is actually the bottleneck that needs to be addressed.
So I think the key takeaways here are consolidate the stack, standardize the patterns, and accelerate the delivery.
Thanks, Ray. I love this acceleration focus, and I know our clients will too. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, ZapSec helps companies maximize their ROI and minimize threats. We do cybersecurity every day. And if any of this resonates with you, we'd welcome a conversation on how to bring this sort of transformation to your organization. Visit zapsec.com or reach out to Ray or myself directly. Our email addresses are visible at the beginning of the video.